Alright, I'm back out in the chisel plow tractor today. I think we have about 250 more acres to do. And we have to get it done this week because next week the high is 32 for like the whole week. So, and the low is down like at 11. So next week the ground is going to freeze. So we're trying to take shifts and keep the chisel plow running to try and get all this done. We have 250 acres that has to be done, but then we have another probably 400 acres, 400 or 500 acres, that if we can get it done, we should get it done, because if we get that done, then Christopher can just go right into planting grain in the spring and doesn't have to wait for the chisel plow. It'll already be ready, he can just go in and plant it. So we have 250 that has to be done and another 400 or so that we need to get done if the ground isn't frozen. So we're trying to keep this chisel plow going. I just turned it off Trevor. He came out early in the morning and ran it for a little while. As you can see behind me, it's snowing. It's a blizzard right now. I can't see more than a quarter mile, so it is snowing pretty hard. We've got a lot of white stuff on the ground. There's a better view for you. You can see where, so the dark spots over here, that's where Trevor did this morning. And over there is what he did yesterday. So it is kind of interesting. It's kind of cool to see the dark strip where you've been. But yeah, this is a hay field that we're renting for next year. We're gonna put potatoes in it. Should be good potatoes because I think this has been in hay for, I don't know, about 6 years or so. But again, we can't go all the way deep because it is a hard packed hay field. So we're gonna have to go over this one twice as well. So even though we've only got 250 acres to do, odds are we're gonna have to go over all of it twice. So that's 500 acres. So this field has already been gone over once, except for this little bit right over here, right there by the wheel line. That's the edge of the field. So once I get there, we'll start coming back at full depth and try to get this all done and ready to go. But yeah, because we have to go over some of these hay fields twice, it makes it a little difficult. Now, we had a ripper, and if we still had our ripper, we could come in here and we could just go over it once with the ripper, because the ripper doesn't trip the shanks. This chisel plow is awesome, but when you get enough pressure on those shanks, it will trip them, and then you can't go as deep as you want to go. So yeah, this is one downside that we did sell our ripper, is when we're ripping up some really hard hay ground, we have to go over twice with the chisel plow versus we would just go over once with the ripper. So, but I mean, that's what we got to do. We're doing what we can. So I'm gonna keep working here, and we'll see if we can we'll see how long it takes to finish this little bit and get headed back over it the second pass. Okay, I'm now over here. I just did a pass right next to those wheel lines. We're not going to move the wheel lines because they're already set for winter. So what I mean by set for winter is they have posts hooked, well, just wedged up against the tires. That way the wind doesn't blow them around. So they're already basically set for winter. We don't want to move them. So it looks like it has been disked underneath. But yeah, we'll have to work that up in the spring. So, but we keep getting snow. It has not stopped snowing for the past about hour and a half. And if I look back here at my tracks, it is starting to slip just a little bit. So I'm not able to go very fast. It's jumping between 4.5 to 5 miles an hour. And I'm not at full depth either. So it is starting to slip because, I mean, there's about 1 inch of snow on the ground, so it's a little slick. But once I do this pass and this pass, I'll drop it to max depth. And I'm thinking where I've already worked it might not be as slick, just because it's looser. It's not like hard packed, so hopefully I'll be able to get good traction even over here where it was done yesterday and there's more snow sitting there. But I guess we'll just have to find out. Alright, I finished the first pass. So now, that little red arrow right there, I dropped that all the way as deep as we can go. So we're going as deep as we can go. And doesn't look like my tracks are slipping much. One thing I did notice is all the way deep, some of those little arms right there drag the dirt, which, I mean, they're pretty thick, but eventually, after a while, it'll just wear them through. So, not sure what to do about that. But, yeah, it's working, it's going. We've gained about a mile an hour over what we were doing. And yeah, that's pretty good. It should be able to get done a little bit quicker in that case. So we will see. It also looks like it might be building up with hay roots on that front piece, but we will keep an eye on it and make sure we don't plug it up. But it's doing a good job. It's nice and smooth back there. It's also really snowy, so you can't really see, but it is nice and smooth. Well, the snowflakes just got bigger, but there's something satisfying about going through a field when it's snowing. It doesn't happen very often, but when it is snowing, it's like just seeing the really dark soil against the white. I don't know, it's just super satisfying to see. I am going a little bit slower right now. I don't know if it's because it is a little bit wet and sticky. Oh, look at that, we've got a plug. It just happened. We're gonna lift this up, let this plug go through, and then we're gonna stop, lift it all the way up. We're gonna back up, and we're gonna go through it again. Doesn't that just look nice with the dark soil against the white? It just looks so cool. So I'm starting to plug a little bit. I'm just gonna lift it just a little, drop it back down. There we go. No more plug. That is one downside of having to do it twice, is this front digs in a little bit, but it is definitely starting to look like Christmas out here. This morning my kids they asked me if they could put up the Christmas tree. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I do need to put up my Christmas lights soon because, yeah, weather's turning. I don't want to be up on my roof when there's snow. It is working out very nice. It's nice and smooth. So, got a little bit more to do. I think after this field, we have this field and we have one other field that has to be done. And then everything else will just get us further ahead in the spring. So, we're gonna keep on going. Keep on looking at this beautiful snow. We've finished what we did today. We're headed back on the second pass. So this is the spot where there's a lot more snow. There's probably about maybe 1 inch or 2 inches of snow. We're gonna see if I push all these buttons correctly. Let me put this down. Will I still be able to pull it? Because over there, my tracks were spinning when I got to the ground that I hadn't worked. But, I mean, it looks like we are able to go. Going on fresh, about 1, maybe 2 inches of snow. We're going almost 7 miles an hour, which that's what I have it set to. Let me see if we can get going quicker. There's 8. I've got it set to 8. We're going 7. So, I mean, 7 miles an hour at max depth is pretty good. So, if anything, it's working better than it was over there. So, I think I was only going about 6.5 on most of that coming back. So, yeah, we're gonna get going here. I'm gonna go get my drone. It's in my pickup way over there. We'll see if we can get you some drone shots. Hope you guys enjoyed that drone footage. Let me show you something here real quick. It's now after lunch. We're having a little bit of a hard time. I'm making a rut now because now the snow is melting and it's getting a little muddy. So we still have a little bit of snow out here, and the GPS, currently we're on track, but it's having a hard time stay right on track. It's wanting to wander because tracks do not do well in slick like mud or snow or manure. The tractor just wants to go like this. When one side slips, it just turns. So that is the problem I'm having right now. I'm still able to go pretty good. We'll see if it gets worse as the snow continues to melt throughout the day, and we will see how much we can get done. There might come a point where I just have to stop, wait for it to dry out. But for now, we're still going. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to go down below and hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. See if we can get this thing up over 1,000 likes. That would be awesome. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.